We came in this morning, we got the fish and the plants out of the pond, and we're starting to rip everything apart. You can see all the bare liner exposed where there once was stacked slate. You can see where the stream used to be. All of this is going to get ripped out and filled in. Everything you see here is on its way out. We're going to fill this in, make it nice and level, and give ourselves a blank slate to start over. So you can see we brought in the big guns for this project. We're going to be setting some massive boulders, and our access is pretty limited. So we wanted to make sure we could reach out really far with some big rocks and set everything just as it needs to be. Welcome to Rock Alley. This is all of the stone we had delivered today. You see a lot of massive boulders. These are plucked straight from the forest. They've got all sorts of beautiful moss and lichen growing on them, but we got mostly the big stuff delivered today. We're gonna have to get an assortment of smaller rock to mix in. We got a lot of big boulders to build our retaining wall. We've got some nice stuff for frame rocks for all the waterfalls we're doing. Tons and tons of nice topsoil to backfill with, pond gravel, the different sizes that we use, all lined up and ready to go. We got the old pond completely torn out, including this massive tree stump. You can see a bunch of the old components and shredded rubber and fabric, some old plumbing. This is a bunch of mortared together wall that we had to crush up. That'll have to get disposed of later. The guy started putting together aqua blocks. These are going to be used on our intake bay. And this is where the old pond was, and now is just a dirt mess. So we set our first stone in place. Once we start adding to this, going off of this way into the hillside to create that retaining wall so we can backfill, because this area right here is going to be bermed up, and this is where the waterfalls are going to go. Check this out, guys. We got a ton of stuff done today, but the main thing was this massive boulder retaining wall. We got tons of plant pockets in here that are going to get filled with topsoil. We're going to add a bunch more dirt to kind of like naturally grade this out into the existing lawn. I'm sure they're going to plant grass right up to the base of the wall, but we wanted to make sure that we got our elevation change to create that berm for our waterfall. So this is just the first level. As we excavate the pond, we're going to continue to fill this up, get it all the way up to the top of these stones. And then once the pond's built, we're going to switch our attention to the waterfalls, and we're going to come up another level with another row of large boulders. We're probably going to get up 24 inches to create our berm for the waterfalls. Check this out, guys. So this is the concept sketch for this backyard pond. We've got massive waterfalls going in, big boulder retaining walls. You can see the arborvitaes that are here in the original stacked slate wall. Water's coming right up to the edge of the foundation of the new structure. It's going to be awesome. There's some things in this drawing that aren't actually going in this project. Like I said, this was a concept. we are standing in the bottom of the pond right now. This is the deepest part. This is 2.5 feet deep. We've got the majority of the pond roughly excavated. We've gone all the way to the footing wall of this new outdoor living room. We're gonna fix our liner to there, and we're gonna stack slate right up against there. So when you're sitting inside and you look over the wall, you're gonna look right down into the water. So skimmer's gonna go in there. We've got our fish cave excavated right here. This is the new hidey hole for the fish. Over here, this is going from edge height all the way to the bottom. So this is a straight down drop to the deepest part. They got a big wide open area over here, but we have to leave this section of the pond unexcavated because we need to get our machine as close as we can over here in order to set our massive boulders on this side of the pond. We even did a bunch of dirt work over here on the retaining wall. So we started adding some soil that has to be raked out and feathered, but we filled in those plant pockets. We hid the face of the bottom stones, and we're just kind of bleeding the soil into the existing landscaping. So it's a nice smooth transition. It's looking awesome. So here we are. Liner in the hole, about to start making our attachment points. First one being right here against the foundation of the outdoor living room. We're gonna use a batten strip, which is a metal bar that will fasten our liner to the wall and allow us to keep it upright permanently so it doesn't sag down and create a leak. And then we are going to rock in front of that to disguise all the liner and make that disappear. Let's do that last one. We've got our liner in place, attached it to the wall over here with a batten strip. We've got our skimmer installed with the faceplate, waterproof sealed to the liner. This down here is going to house our 2,000 to 5,000 gallon per hour pump. We're gonna suck water from the bottom of the deep section. This is all gonna get rocked in and cobbled so you won't see it, but this pump is gonna feed the features that are gonna go over here. The homeowners are kind of figuring out exactly what they want to do. They're going back and forth between a small waterfall on the side or a couple of stacked slate urns or a fire feature. So once they decide exactly what they want to do over here, this pump is going to plumb to that stuff and power that. The pump in the skimmer is going to go all the way around to our biological waterfall filters, which are going to be for the waterfall. We had to make some changes. Originally, we had the fish cave over here. We decided with all the things that are going to be going on in this area, we filled that back in and we're going to do our fish cave on this side of the pond. And you can see all of our liner is rolled up like a cigar. It's laying right here. That way we can get our excavator in, set our blade down over here and rock all this in. All right, guys, check it out. We've got a ton of rock in the hole, literally tons and tons. This rock alone is probably a ton. This rock alone is probably we have a bunch of rock in the hole today. A bunch of rock in the hole. We've got boulders all over the place. The majority of the large stones that are going to be set on this side of the pond, they are now in their forever home. We've got some big rocks over there to hold back that hillside. We've got the skimmer framed off. Our intake bay / wet well is completely rocked in and hidden. You can't even really see it anymore. But this right here is going to house the pump for our fire urn. The homeowners have decided they want to do the stack slate fire urn. That thing's 55 inches tall, 36 inches or so around in the middle, fire shooting out the top, water crashing 360 degrees all around. And that's kind of gonna go right where I am right now, stick up out of the water. We've got our cove over here set up. We have to do a stack slate wall against that foundation. There's a couple of pockets here and there, like this section right here is going to get a bunch of smaller stones, so we break it up. We don't want everything to be the same size. We want it to look as natural as possible, so we do a blend of different sizes. Good morning, everybody. Check this thing out. We got the fire urn in place. We're going to move it a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. 55 inches tall, 36 inches in diameter. This thing is a beast. Fire coming out the top, water 360 degrees. This adds a lot of interest to this side of the pond. All of our main attraction waterfalls are on that half, and you can see we got those buttoned up mostly. There's still a little bit of work that has to happen, a little bit more gravel, but we've got our main waterfall up top with our biological waterfall filter, the most dramatic waterfall. That's gonna pool up in here. You're gonna get most of the water to come over this waterfall into this pooling section. Some of that's gonna come this way to an even larger drop down into this pool, and then it'll be a more natural rapid style waterfall jetting into the pond. This pool on this side. It's kind of like a deep stream section. It's gonna swoosh around and come back this way. And we're gonna have a really cool, interesting waterfall into the pond right here. So there's a lot of action going on. And like I said, we still have to do another waterfall right here. This is gonna be our focus today, to get a waterfall on this side, get everything buttoned up, get that urn in place, get this thing ready to be plumbed up and edged and done. We've got water going into the pond. It's a muddy mess right now. We still have to clean it out, but we're filling it up. It's gonna take overnight to fill it all the way to the top, but we're gonna get this thing running first thing in the morning so we can start doing all our edges. We've got our fire feature, the stack slate urn right there, that's running, and our little side profile waterfall. Those two things are operational. We'll have all the other waterfalls running tomorrow once we get here and this is totally filled up and we're able to start the pumps and start edging the pond. It's gonna be awesome. Mr. Bullfrog about to go to his new home. Check it out. Whoa. All right, guys, we're finally done. This project is a wrap. It looks incredible. I'm super proud of this one. You have to check it out. Look at this. This started out as a small little semi-formal pond. It was bare liner. The waterfall was built out of this massive stacked slate wall with a spillway that fell out. Stream wrapped around, dumped to the bottom. They had that thing for a long time. They loved it. Their kids loved it. It served its purpose. But they built this brand new outdoor living room, which is currently still under construction. And they thought, you know what? If we're gonna have this amazing outdoor living space, we need to upgrade our pond. It's gotta fit our brand new outdoor living room. And that's what we did. We came in, we demoed that whole pond. We built this brand new one in its place, and they had big dreams, and we brought in big boulders and built a big, beautiful pond. The family has decided they no longer want the stack slate fire urn. And our goal here when we drive away is to make sure that the customer is absolutely in love with their water feature. They're gonna live with this for a long time, and it is a very big investment. So we want every time they look over here to feel nothing but joy. So we're gonna take this out for them and in turn build a beautiful little waterfall on the side over here. They loved the concept. They lived with it for a little bit, but then they decided, you know what we really would love to see there is actually a small little waterfall on the side. Please go away forever. So you can see we've got the urn completely removed, pulled out that old plumbing, reworked the plumbing, and now we have a new line that's gonna feed this hidden spillway that will be a waterfall on the side of the pond. This is about a 12-inch wide by 8-inch tall waterfall. It's gonna have a nice little pooling area, nice little side waterfall, help push debris this way towards the skimmer and give them an additional waterfall to look at from outside of their outdoor living room. We're also gonna repurpose the lights that were meant for the urn to light up this waterfall and to light up this section of the pond, which was going to be a dark area because of the urn. We've wrapped up this addition waterfall. We replaced that fire urn with a waterfall on the side over here, and I think it turned out awesome. We've got some beautiful, gnarly driftwood, bunch of moss work, different size boulders. So as amazing as this project is, and as fun as it was to build, it did have quite a few struggles that we had to get through to make this happen. All the area the pond sat in, which was over by the urn, that was the only area that was level up here. Everything else was a steep drop off. And we had to work our way backwards. We had to tear that pond out, start filling it in, and start filling this area in. And as we excavated, all the soil from digging out the new pond had to get dumped back here to bring this grade up. But in order to bring this grade up and support it, we had to build a massive boulder retaining wall. And once that was done, we had to bring in more soil to build this this waterfall berm, and we had to put more big boulders on the backside of that to hold that dirt in place. They've got this massive outdoor living room on one side, these big arborvitaes with a big drop off on the other. And so it was a very tight access for us. We had to sit the machine in one place and very carefully set all these rocks, not coming too close to the structure, not coming too close to the trees. And we had to have all the rocks shuttled to us from the backside and turn around and pick them up. So it was a very tedious process building this. There was a lot of moving parts, a lot of boulders coming in, soil coming out, reusing the soil to build areas up. So there was a lot that went into this. But we just wanted to share with you, there's a lot more that goes into these projects than we normally talk about or most people even realize. These are very complex things. I know a lot of people comment, oh, I could build that thing for 500 bucks. Yeah, I know, I get it. These things are one of a kind work of art. They're alive, they're living pieces of art, and you need them to be absolutely beautiful, very natural, but you need them to be sound and solid. These rocks can't shift over time. When the grandkids are jumping around the stones, they can't be moving. So there's a lot that goes into this to make it look this awesome and be complete, but be functional and stable. We just wanted to talk about a couple of those things because there are people who are interested. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, guys, I'm out of here because we got more awesome waterfalls to build.